What's up guys, welcome to another video. I decided to film this one outdoors for a change and add a little bit of entertainment to the video. Although now that I say that out loud it sounds absolutely ridiculous. For those of you unaware, this is my front garden and this is my hedge. I'm here to do the Q&A that I posted about 2 weeks ago on my Instagram. The photo is here. I got way more comments on this one than my last Q&A, something like 23 comments. So without further ado, let's get cracking. First question. Who'd win in a tag team fight? Matt Lucas Fitness, Matt Does Fitness versus Rob Lipsit and Max Tuning. I'm pretty sure they don't even know who I am, so I'm gonna let that one slide. How much calories do you eat while bulking, and what is your best tip for gaining muscle? Okay, so how many calories do I eat when I'm bulking? When I'm bulking, I'm up to over 3,000 calories. What I suggest is finding your maintenance and then slowly increasing that by maybe 100 calories every couple of weeks, maybe 1 to 2 weeks. And best tips for gaining muscle: train for hypertrophy while always trying to increase your strength at the same time. So what I mean by that is train with high intensity and high volume, but also keep track of your bench and your squat and your whatever compound movements that you do. Make sure you're going up in weight on those too, because that's a sure sign that you are gaining some sort of muscle. If you go way over your protein intake for the day, is there any side effects? I normally hit my protein or go over and hit my carbs, which by the way is 600 grams, #bulk-life, but always fail to reach my fats. Well, if you're failing to reach your fats, if you're going over your protein, that shouldn't have too many bad side effects as long as it's not way over. I'd normally go for about 1 gram per pound of body weight or per pound of lean mass. If you're hitting your carbs, then great. If you're finding it hard to hit your fats, which is quite unusual because I never have trouble hitting my fats, I'd suggest getting some good fats from nuts, maybe avocado, or if you're really struggling, just get some sort of, I don't know, olive oil or something. Do a Matt Does Fitness on it and throw that in your protein shake. I've never tried it myself, but it sounds disgusting. But if you're hitting your carbs, spot on. If you're going over protein, don't go too far over your protein because you might upset your stomach a little bit. But other than that, should be okay. And at the end of the day, if you're hitting your calories, you're probably going to gain muscle. So, next question. Keep in mind there are a lot of questions here. I got like over 20, so maybe might have to do a part 2 of this video. When are you coming to Dublin? I will definitely be coming to Dublin at some point in the future. Hopefully sooner rather than later, but I can never really plan too far ahead with college exams and just so much stuff going on with college. It's a really hard year, but definitely sometime in the future I'll be definitely hooking up with all you guys up in Dublin, so stay tuned for that. Would you make a program guide with exercises, sets, reps, etc.? I was actually in the process of doing this, so keep an eye out for that and I will get that to you guys, and I'll set that up, and hopefully, not saying anything for sure yet, hopefully I'll have my own website coming up soon with that on it and plenty more things, so keep an eye out for that. Can you do the whip and Nnae? If you were at a crossroads and it was clear, would you steer from the rear, or if the crossroads were wide, would you leave or slide? #agrespec. Great YouTube, keep up the great work. #I know your cousin James. I'm just going to give that question this. Good question. I'm just taking the main questions because honestly there are a lot of questions here that I might have answered before and some of them just aren't really questions, so let's see. Here's a good one. Tips for balancing out uneven muscles. For him it's pecs. Thanks, love your videos. So tips for balancing uneven muscles. Switch to dumbbells for a while. That'll get all your supporting muscles working and even out your pecs. Most of the time people have uneven pecs if they're using bench all the time and they're pushing stronger with one side, or just one side is dominating over the other. So switch to dumbbells, stick with it for a while, concentrate on getting your strength up on that. You'll go back to the bench and you'll be stronger. Look how long my hair is. God damn. Almost at that hashtag Johnny Depp style. Next question. Tips for Hardgainers. Okay, so this is a really broad topic and there are thousands of videos about Hardgainers and tips for Hardgainers. I can't say truly that I'm a Hardgainer because I've been really lucky and I've been very successful in growth so far. I have no complaints. Of course I'd love it to be faster, but for Hardgainers I would say just eat as much as you can. Make sure you're getting high enough protein. Carbs are an anabolic macronutrient, so make sure you're getting your carbs too. Okay, there's a plane. But a lot of people say to me, I'm eating so much and I can't gain any weight, I can't gain any muscle. But you just have to eat more. You're a Hardgainer, you're just going to have to eat more. You'll realize that once you start eating more, that you weren't actually eating that much before. So keep training, be consistent, eat as much as you can, and you will see results. Next question. Thoughts on intermittent fasting, if any? This is a really interesting question. Okay, I'm starting to realize why people don't film outdoors that much. There's so much going on, people driving and planes flying over and people going to the houses and stuff. But intermittent fasting, I believe it will work if I try it. I believe it works for people. A couple of friends of mine are doing it and they're finding great results from it. Their energy is still up during the day when there's fasting. What inspires me? You see, the truth about this is that in the beginning it was very much internal, and I think to this day a lot of the motivation to go to the gym is very much internal. But the more I put my journey out there and speak to people and befriend people and hear about people and message people about this, the more I've started to realize that people are getting something from following my journey, and it's really cool that I can help people, maybe inspire people or motivate people. So a lot of what keeps me going now, along with the internal motivation, is knowing that there's other people getting motivation from me. So it's really awesome, and I can't wait to get in the gym every day just to better myself mentally and physically. So that's the best short answer that I can give you right now. Next question. Nutrition tips for vegetarians and vegans. Well, my sister's a vegetarian, so I have a little bit of knowledge about this. You can replace meat with meat substitutes like corn and so on. That'll help you get your protein up, but in general I think you should really focus on getting the protein up using beans and nuts and things like that. Obviously you can use protein powder if you need to get your protein up. The truth is, if you're a vegetarian, make sure you eat vegetables. Vegetables are really good for you even if you're not a vegetarian. A lot of vegetarians don't even know vegetables. For vegans, you're going to have to eat more calories to grow because your calories are coming from very fibrous foods. Foods that have a lot of fiber don't stick around for too long. Lots of vegetables, lots of fruit and lots of nuts and beans and things like that. Get your protein up, get your calories up, and also get your carbs up, because that won't be hard when you're a vegan. Your protein won't be quite as high, but that's okay because your carbs will be high and your calories will be high. So I'm not a vegan myself, but I see how it can be done, so that's my tips. Next question. Okay, follow you like a mofo. Goals at the moment are similar to yours. I'm looking to put on lean size. I'm unsure about a good training split. I see you do push-pull legs. Could you tell me how to go about this training split, i.e. what exercises you do to effectively cover all exercises, for example, width as well as thickness on pull days? Thanks. Good question. So the way that I approach my push-pull legs is that on the first push day I would focus on chest and then do a couple of chest movements and also some shoulder movements and tricep movements. Then the next time my push day comes around, I'll focus more on shoulders. You're hitting each muscle group twice a week, but you're focusing more on one on the first day, and then on the second day you're focusing more on the other muscle group. So like you said, for back, for thickness and width, what I suggest doing is on your first back or pull day, focus on horizontal movements. Then on your second pull day, focus more on vertical pulls, so that'll be for your width. So thickness and width can be kind of combined in each workout, but you can focus more on one and then the next time focus more on the other. As for legs are legs. You can do a kind of split where you focus more on quads and glutes on one day, and then hams and lower back and calves the next leg day. It's really up to your personal preference. Everyone's going to have to find their own kind of groove in the gym, and at the end of the day everything works different for everyone, but it's a good starting point to kind of focus on one day and focus on the other if you get me. So hope that answers your question. And on to the next one. Best rep and set range for shoulder and glute hypertrophy. It's a weird combination, but I can answer that. Okay, so shoulders are a muscle group that respond to high reps and high volume. So if you're looking for shoulder hypertrophy, just absolutely annihilate your shoulders. Go ham on the lateral raises, go ham on the press, and go ham on the rear delts. Just high volume, high intensity, and high reps, like between the 10 and 15 range. Don't go any lower than that unless you're doing press movements for strength. So that should definitely make your shoulders grow. They're very good responders for me, and that's how I do it. Glute hypertrophy. Make sure when you're squatting that you squeeze when you get to the top. A lot of people don't do that, they just bounce up and down, but I definitely suggest when you get to the top of your squat, make sure you're really contracting your glutes. Then there's something that I don't do myself, hip thrusts. They're meant to be very good. I actually don't do them myself. But again, rep ranges, high rep ranges are going to help with hypertrophy, anything between 10 and 15, and that goes for any muscle group. 10 to 15 reps for 4 sets, that'll get you there. That'll get you the hypertrophy. How to focus on weak points. I don't seem to have a lower chest. Train your weak points as often as you can. If you want big arms, train them every day or as often as you can. At the moment I'm trying to bring up my chest, so I'm training it as often as I can, and I'm also making sure that I train it first on the day that I'm training chest or training push, if you get me. If you're training shoulders and you want your lateral delts to come up, train your lateral delts the first exercise when you go in. There are some studies that show most hypertrophy comes from the first few sets, so take advantage of that and do it first. So if you have no upper chest or no lower chest, train your upper chest first and train it as often as you can. So that's the best advice there. I think I saw that you made your own music. Do you have Soundcloud? If so, would you make a gym mix for your subscribers? Please respond. Yeah, I actually produce my own music. It's more chill out music, not so much gym stuff, but my Soundcloud is this. You can check it out if you're interested. I have lots of songs on there ranging from kind of more upbeat stuff to more chill out stuff. If you're into music, check it out. If you're not, no worries. Will I make a gym playlist? Sure, I'll make a gym playlist, make it public on YouTube. I have lots of songs I listen to, but a lot of the time in the gym I just repeat one song over and over. I don't know if anyone else is like that. Maybe I'm just weird like that. Okay, last question guys, I'm going to wrap it up with this one. Future plans for YouTube channel? That's a good question. Honestly, as long as I am enjoying making videos for my YouTube channel, and as long as there's other people getting something from them, I don't think I'm going to stop making them. I'm going to start making them more frequent. I'm going to try my hardest, even though I've got all this stuff going on, I'm going to really try my hardest to improve the content. And you know, I just love hearing when people come back to me and say that they love my videos and that they like what I'm saying, they like what I'm doing. So I'm going to try and take this as far as I can. With your guys' support, hopefully we can grow a big family of people enjoying natural bodybuilding, health and fitness. I just want to take this as far as I can. It's my passion and I love making videos and I love hearing feedback from you guys. So future plans for YouTube, take this as far as I can. So hope you enjoyed the video guys. Hope you enjoyed this weird kind of split screen thing that I did. Sorry it took so long to get this video up. I know it's been like 2 weeks since I posted that photo, but at long last I got it done. More videos coming, stay tuned, make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Peace out, I'll catch you in the next one. What am I doing with my hands?